Greetings of the day. I, Chavi Gupta, welcome you all in today's session. We were discussing about the chemical reaction and types of chemical reaction. We have covered our topics, it is combination reaction, combustion reaction, displacement reaction, decomposition reaction. Now we will carry forward our topic, that is double displacement reaction and electrolysis. But before that, I have given you a question. Let's discuss over that. The question given to you is that you have to tell the type of reaction it is. The reaction was calcium oxide solid plus H2O liquid gives you calcium hydroxide plus heat. Now tell me, it is a type of reaction. कौन सी reaction है? Combination reaction, exothermic reaction, displacement reaction, decomposition reaction, combination or exothermic reaction. This is a combination plus exothermic reaction. Why? Because in combination we see that the two reactants are combining together. So here the two reactants are combining together. But in exothermic reaction you see that the heat is being evolved. Fine. So that means it is a type of reaction in which combination and exothermic both are evolving. Both are involved. So that means it is combination and exothermic both. Now let's start our topic. I have told you what is decomposition reaction. What is decomposition? In which a single reactant A, suppose A, breaks down in B plus C, that is your product, by giving up heat. The common example is your AgCl in the presence of sunlight gives you Ag plus Cl2. Okay, that means it is a decomposition reaction where AgCl, silver chloride, on heat in the presence of sunlight breaks down to give you Ag and Cl2. Then now carry in this combination decomposition reaction we have one more topic, that is electrolysis. Now what does the word electrolysis means? Electrolysis means electro is your electricity and lysis means breaking down. That means whenever a reactant is breaking down in the presence of electricity, it will give different products. So it is known as electrolysis. A reactant is breaking down in the presence of electricity means we are supplying electricity and the reactant is breaking down. It is known as electrolysis. Now, the common example is your H2O. Fine. When you supply electricity to this H2O, it will give you H2 plus O2 gas. Both are gas. That means we are supplying electricity to this. Fine. So when we supply electricity to water, that is H2O, it gives you hydrogen gas and it gives you oxygen gas. So this is known as electrolysis. That's why you have seen that whenever water is poured on the electric switches, it shows current. It was all because water gets break down and it conducts electricity, giving you an electric shock. Now next reaction is double displacement reaction. Next reaction is double displacement reaction. What is a displacement reaction? That a more fatty person is displacing a least fatty person. Means एक healthy person एक weak person को remove कर रहा है. That is displacement reaction. The same way in double displacement reaction, both the reactants are interchanging their place. Say for example we have a SO4, that is any metal A with its solution within its solution state with BCl2. Fine. So what it will do is it will convert their places. So A will come in place of B and B will come in place of A. So what it forms is ACl2 plus BSO4. Fine. It is known as double displacement. Means both the reactants, the metal part in both the reactants are interchanging their place and forming a new product. It is known as double displacement reaction. Now see the reaction, that is Na2SO4. First we will make the formula and then we will carry forward the reaction. First is your sodium sulfate. The sodium has a symbol of Na having a valency of +1 and sulfate is SO4, SO4, the valency is 2 minus. So how we will get the formula is Na1 SO4 2 interchange, then we will get Na2 SO4. This is how we form sodium sulfate. Now next is barium chloride. That is barium has a symbol of Ba having a valency of +2 and chloride has a symbol of Cl having a valency of -1. Now how it will form? Ba having a valency of 2 and Cl having a valency of 1. Interchange, we will get BaCl2. That is your barium chloride. Now sodium sulfate is Na2SO4 plus BaCl2. On reacting, what it will do is this sodium comes in place of Ba and this Ba comes in place of sodium. So we will get a new compound, that is BaSO4 plus NaCl. Now why it is BaSO4 and NaCl? Because Ba has a valency of 2 and SO4 has a valency of 2. When they interchange their positions, so what will get? Ba2SO4 whole twice. Okay, so 2 will cancel out and we will get BaSO4. That is Na2SO4 plus BaCl2 will give you BaSO4 plus NaCl. Now you have a valence, Na has a valency of 1 and Cl has a valency of 1. So they will interchange their position and it will become NaCl. Now both are in aqueous state, means both are in liquid state. But when they interchange their positions, when barium interchange the position with sodium and sodium with barium, what will happen? This barium sulfate will become a PPT form, means precipitate form. Now what is this precipitate means? This is white color precipitate. Now what is this precipitate? Precipitate, short form is PPT. Whenever you write the reaction, you will, if a precipitate is formed, you will write PPT. Now what is a precipitate? It is a semi-solid substance which settles at the bottom of the test tube after reaction. Semi-solid substance settles at the bottom of the test tube after reaction. So there we get the precipitate of white color. Now what is being, when we are writing the chemical equation or chemical reaction, we will remember some of the given terms. So some symbols used in the chemical reaction. First, to show the state, that is solid, liquid or gaseous state. Fine. So whenever you are writing a reaction, you should always mention the state of the substance, like state of the substance, or you can say it as a reactant. It will indicate in which state the substance is present and in which state a new product is formed. See, for example, if we will take H2O, that is in electrolysis, I have written liquid over there. This L means it is liquid. This L means it is liquid. Fine. So when it will undergo electrolysis, it will form H2, that is in gaseous state, plus O2 in gaseous state. This G and this G means they are in gaseous state. So see how it is showing, it is a chemical change. Here we have a liquid, that is L. Water is in liquid form, but what we get is gas. Fine. So this shows that a change of state is occurring over there and it is showing a chemical reaction. So these are the symbols that are used in a reaction. Now next symbol. First we'll take an example of this reaction also. Say AgBr, that is silver bromide. It is solid in nature. When sunlight passes through it, it will lead to decomposition reaction and it will form 2Ag, 2Ag, that is solid in nature, plus Br2. This is gas. So that indicates we are using a solid compound or reactant over here, in which we get silver as a solid but Br, bromide, as a gas. So it is a chemical reaction. So these are identifying that we are having a different states of reactant and products. Now another third example, say CaCO3 solid will give you on heating, that is CaO solid plus CO2 gas. Now what it's showing, that calcium carbonate we are using, that is a limestone. It is in solid form. On heating it undergoes decomposition reaction, and when it undergoes a decomposition reaction, it is showing calcium oxide, that is your quicklime, which is also in solid state. Fine. But another product is your carbon dioxide gas. It is a gas, so we write G over here. So whenever you are writing a chemical reaction, you need to write the states of the reactant and product. Okay. Now next you have to show whether it is evolving a heat or not. Like if it is evolving a heat, you will write plus heat. But whenever you are using a heat in the reaction, what you will do, that suppose CaCO3, that is calcium carbonate, we are supplying heat. You can use this triangle to indicate heat. Okay. So you will get, this is your solid state. So this is your carbon dioxide gas plus CaO, that is calcium oxide in solid state. So whenever we are denoting this triangle, it means heat is being given to the system. Clear? On the arrow, this arrow indicates a change. So you are writing a triangle over there. It means we are using a heat to change to do the reaction. Now next thing is, in some of the reactions it will evolve gas. So in the previous section we will see CaCO3 solid, it will give you CaO solid plus CO2 gas. Fine. Now what we are using, calcium carbonate, it is solid in structure. We are using a symbol, that is a triangle. It indicates we are heating it or we are supplying heat to it. So it will break and it will form calcium oxide, that is solid, and it will give a gas CO2 plus CO2, that is carbon dioxide gas. We write G. when this gas is more you will write an increase sign, means ये evolve हो रही है. जब भी आप एक गैस के साथ ऐसा साइन बनाते हो दैट मीन्स वो गैस इवॉल्व हुई है. ओके नाउ and if suppose CO2 gas is in less quantity, we will denote a arrow which is put showing downwards, means gas evolve तो हुई but less in quantity है. I hope ये आपको clear हो गया है. Now next that you have to do some of the reaction, you have to do some questions. The first question is magnesium chloride plus zinc. What are the reactants? This is in solid state, this is in aqueous state, and this is in solid state. Fine, you will write the reactants or products over here. Second reaction is AlCl3 plus zinc. Tell the type of reaction the reactant formed. Okay. So in both the questions you will write the reaction, product formed, and the type of reaction: endothermic reaction, exothermic reaction, decomposition reaction, combination reaction, whatever it is. That's all for today.